Hold on. Sorry, I thought this was already set up. Apparently not. How do I do this? Actually, is anybody out there? Okay. Same. Love that for me. I have a question because I want to know. Most girls are like, yeah, when I'm on my period, I gain 4 pounds and I'm bloated and I'm moody and I'm swollen and I'm puffy. For me, it happens the days right after my period. Like sometimes it happens on my period, but usually like right when my period is at the end, I'll gain 4 pounds. I'll be bloated like this, look like I'm 9 months pregnant, maybe not 9 months, but whatever. And I'll get like really bloated in my face and really like hot and dizzy and ugh. So am I the only one that gets all these PMS or period symptoms after your period? Because although I'm basically always on my period, so that makes sense. I don't know. Anyway, hi everybody. Danny and I'm waiting for Danny to finish some work so that we can hang out and watch Jeopardy together, because that's what we do. You do? I'm not the only one. That makes me feel better. Yeah, Paige, that sucks. Do you have endo too? Sorry, I'm coming. Anyway, Danny's finishing some stuff. He said he'd be like a few minutes. I was like, oh, I'll just go live while he's finishing. Because I did not film the video I was going to. Oh, I broke my tripod. How do I fix this? Oh no, I broke it. Oh no. This is why I don't use tripods. See, this is why. This is the exact reason that I don't use tripods. Now Danny's gonna come help me. That's our code, by the way, for those of you that don't know, because his indoor shop is right below me. We have a lot of different codes for our house because our house is very tall and large and the floors are so far away from each other, and I don't have a lot of energy, so if I'm in the kitchen and I need something, I'll call him or Stomp and he'll come up, and he'll do the same for me. Like he whistles for me. Wait, maybe I can put this together. Hold on. How to do this? It's a nice, beautiful tripod. Oh, great. Is that it? Wait. Dang it. Sorry. It's the worst live stream I've ever done for sure. Okay, start sending in questions while I'm doing this. Oh, wait, I had it. Well, let's hope that stays. I don't think it's going to, but we'll try. Okay, I'm gonna pull up your comments. Sorry, this is the worst. Okay, do you love my paint mess behind me? That's what it looks like after I paint. It was like spick and span clean last night, and now it looks like that, so love that. Okay, let me pull up your comments. Oh, I'm hot. See, like I ended my period today. No, yesterday. And now I'm getting like hot flashes and cramps and bloating and all the things. So it's really cool. Okay, got your comments now. Ooh, I look tired. Ooh, I look great. Wow. Okay. Who's the artist of what? How's my day? I had a really hard night, and Danny and I watched a movie together this morning, and I finally fell back asleep around probably 10 o'clock a.m. and then I woke up like an hour ago. So I haven't really had my day yet, so I don't know. I got really sick. We went to teppanyaki last night, which is like where they cook in front of you with the hibachi grill thing. And I didn't order noodles, but the dude that was making it had extra noodles. And so he just like put them on our plate and he's like, here, try these. Cause we were at a table with like several different people that we didn't even know. And there were leftovers. So he's like, here, try the noodles. And I tried them and I'm not kidding, immediately I felt like throwing up. I don't know. I don't think it was food poisoning because I think that takes way longer to kick in. But immediately I was like, oh, that does not feel well. And then later I got diarrhea. I was throwing up all night. I was dry heaving because I had thrown up every last piece of puke in my body to the point that I almost passed out. Like it was so bad. So it makes me think it was food poisoning because I don't feel that today. So I don't know. So anyway, that's what happened. But yeah, I'm okay. And that wasn't bulimia. I need to make sure. I'm so good at math. Ask me anything. I promise you it wasn't. Like, I would be honest. It was not bulimia. It was just sick. Yeah. Thanks, girl. What's your question, Sophia? Give me your homework questions, people. Have you tried cutting out gluten? Why isn't that comment on the phone? Have you tried cutting out gluten? I found out I had a gluten intolerance, and it happens like sometimes you can develop it later in life. I wondered that, but like I eat tons of other gluten and I'm fine. It's weird. It's like, I wonder, I don't know. I will say that something that has, as I get older, I'm becoming like lactose intolerant just a little. Like not a lot. I have to drink a lot of milk or eat a lot of ice cream to feel sick, or yogurt or anything like that. I just can't eat very much of it or else I feel really sick. But nothing like that. Like I don't know how to explain it. What was the question? I don't even know what I was saying. Okay. Oh, the gluten. So no, I haven't tried it because I just know I'm not, because I eat so much other gluten stuff all the time. Huh. Gluten intolerance. Well, here's what I was going to say, Paige, is that this morning I was so sick, obviously, and all that sounded good to me was ice cream. So Danny went to the store for me, so sweet, got me ice cream, brought it back, and I ate like a cup, like probably like 3 big scoops of it, and then I fell asleep. And maybe it was from that the night before. I don't know what it was. Or I mean, that's why, sorry, words. That's why I feel swollen tonight, is because of the night before, which was technically this morning when I ate ice cream. That's why I'm bloated. I can't speak today. But anyway, yeah. But I'll still, 6 times 9 is 54. I love quick math like that. Just don't do it too hard. Do you still have ed thoughts every day? For example, you're so sick of not being skinny that you don't want to trust in a process anymore. Every day. And I will tell you, the first month of me not purging, I lost a significant amount of weight in the first month of not purging. So isn't that interesting? It was like my body was just regulating itself, I think, and it's starting to digest a little bit easier. And so, I don't know. It's interesting. We should try it. Not to lose weight, but just to be healthy. I'm just saying that that was a side effect. Livy, I live in England, but does anybody know why the stores in other countries are running out of toilet paper? I find it weird. So have you not heard of the coronavirus yet, Livy? It's affecting the whole world, apparently. There's this thing called the coronavirus, and it's basically like a flu, like a really bad flu, I guess. And people are freaking out because there have been deaths and stuff, and so we've been told from like oh, it's in the UK too, Kirsty, yeah. Is it affecting treat? No. Oh, honey, no, Libby. Okay, so the reason, what? Wait, what? Okay, so people have been warned to get prepared for in case they have to be quarantined, which means you can't leave your house in case this thing spreads and keeps killing more people. So people have been going crazy, especially here in the US, buying out every store, every paper towel, toilet paper, canned food, all kinds of boxed food, water. It's hard to find water bottles anymore to buy. I don't know, like we went 3 places last night and they were all sold out of paper towels. So then we went to another place and we had to spend money to get the Bounty brand, which is freaking expensive, and I'm pissed about that, but that's literally the only thing we could find. So yeah, people are going nuts. So I don't know how I feel about it because I've been back and forth. At first I freaked out because I freaked out everything and I'm a very paranoid person. But then Danny was like, this is just another flu. And then a friend of mine was like, well, there have actually been more deaths this year so far from the flu than from the coronavirus. Like, it's just another flu. So last night, so like I've been going back and forth, like, because then there was another YouTube channel, family vloggers, I forget their name, but I was watching because they live in Utah. And they were talking about how they have like a friend who was a nurse or something like that, that said that there were tons of cases in Utah of the coronavirus, but nobody had reported them yet. So she was like freaking out, and I was like, oh my gosh, now I'm freaking out. So anyway, last night we had to go to the pharmacy, and I asked the pharmacist what he thought. And he said, I think people need to calm down. He's like, he's seen everything, and he's this older guy, and he's super cute and funny, and he just was like, it's just like any other, flu, just kind of wash your hands a lot and just take precaution like you would with anything. So I don't know. I don't even know how to feel about it. Yeah, we're talking about coronavirus. Same. Byzantine flour. Quarantine will mean nothing to me. I don't leave the house. And in our religion, our prophet encourages us to, and all of our leaders encourage us to get food storage. So we already have some. Like, we're always encouraged to do that because we're always encouraged to be prepared. That's like one of the biggest things in our religion is family, being prepared, service. Our whole church runs off of service. Nobody gets paid. Love, just, the good stuff. But yeah, preparedness is very important. And I have paint in my hair from last night, yellow paint, and I have not washed it out yet. So this is what I look. Ooh, maybe I should dye my hair yellow. Wait, I could just paint my hair. See what it looks like and then wash it out. You guys are funny. Paige said, this community is the safest community. # Team don't leave the house. Oh no. Today I'm a little better than last night. I'm still kind of feeling, yeah, but not nearly as bad as last night. And I'm not throwing up today, so that's good. So accurate, I agree. Okay. Ratty St. James said, do you have any experience with psychosis? I'm about to start the treatment phase and nervous about being over medicated. I can't sit here and say that I've okay, so what's considered psychosis? Because I've had like different mental illnesses, and I consider one of them that I got to a place of what I would imagine psychosis is, but I guess I don't know the exact definition. Somebody tell me that, and then I'll answer. Because for me, I'll let you answer that, and then I'll. Yeah, if you've got a low immune system, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, like I'm still paranoid, but it's kind of like when you're paranoid when a flu is going around. You don't want to catch it, so you don't want to touch people. So like in the winter, every time I go to the store in the winter, I'll like wipe down the handle of my basket. But like during the summer, I don't, because nobody gets sick I mean, I do, but most people get sick in the winter, and so you're just a little bit more extra cautious in the winter. You know what I mean? That's kind of how I feel. But we'll see. I don't know if it will become a quarantine situation. I don't know if I believe that, but you never know. It could happen. Danny completely thinks that it will never happen and that everybody's just completely overreacting, which I do think people could be overreacting. But then watch, in like a month we're all quarantined and I have no paper towels, so cool. Love you too, Gabriella. What was I waiting for? Was I waiting for something? Oh, a definition of psychosis. I suppose I could look it up. How would I just look it up? Smart Shannon. Yep, I guess I have that. Psychosis, a severe mental disorder in which thought and emotions are so impaired that contact is lost with external reality. Interesting. I feel like so many people have it so much worse, but I've experienced a few things here and there. So like I've experienced, what does she call it? Oh, I always forget the name. Paranoid, not schizophrenia, but like schizoaffective disorder, where I would hear voices and I would see people that weren't there, and it was really terrifying, like really scary. And that's happened to me a couple times in my life, where I'll go through a period of it. So like I'll have like a couple of months or something, or a couple of weeks or something here and there, where it will be, I'm like seeing people randomly, I'm hearing babies crying, I'm hearing someone whisper my name behind me and no one's there, and I'm just like hearing things. So, but no, I've never been to the point where it affects me so greatly that I have to go get treatment for it. So I don't know how that feels, but I'll just say that it's very brave of you to do that, and I'm proud of you, and I will. What's like being possessed? Oh, let me pull it back at the comments. But I'm proud of you. At least you're going to get help with it. That's all you can do, and you're doing it. So you're doing everything you can do. So good for you. Hold on, go back and read some of these. Your OCD is driving you crazy, I bet, with the virus. Yeah. Are you planning on making another organized with me? Funny you should ask that, Gabriella. Funny you should ask, because wait, what? I'm trying to. I had an addiction to hand sanitizer, Julia. I had that. It was really bad. and it literally scarred my hands. Do you see how it used to be way worse, but do you see how my hands are brighter than, you see that scar? See how from there up it's more tan? That's because I always had red, crackling, bleeding hands, because I would sanitize at least 100 times a day, and I would sanitize anything that went in my bedroom, specifically my bed. So if I wanted to eat in bed, I distinctly remember so many times I was obsessed with beef jerky at one point, and I would sanitize the bag of beef jerky before I let it in my bed with me. Like, it was crazy. Yeah, and it was so painful. Oh my gosh, always in pain. What was I gonna say before? What was I saying? Oh, funny you should ask. Our landlord called or texted and said, hey, your lease is up. Do you guys want to sign on? I'm like, yeah. And they're like, okay, well, we need to come do another inspection. And I was like, cool. So I kept the house clean except my bedroom and bathroom. So I have to redo my bedroom and my bathroom for it. And so I haven't decided if I'm going to film it, because I still have the footage from the last episode that I was going to put up. The last episode would have been the this is what a bulimic's bathroom looks like, or something like that, and it was nasty, puke stains everywhere. I guarantee I don't think I have puke stains, because I haven't been puking. So I mean, I've been throwing up, but not like not like forceful purging, which splashes. I don't know though. I guess I haven't really checked if I have spots, but so I don't know if I'll just upload that, or I don't know. I could do like a quick time lapse of me re-cleaning my room and then re-cleaning my bathroom, but first show you what the bathroom was before. I don't know. But so yeah, the answer is yes. Something will be coming soon where you will see the most disgusting bathroom in the world. And if you're bulimic and sick like me, and after you purge, you don't even have the energy to clean it sometimes you don't realize where the puke splatters go. And guys, they go everywhere. Trust me. Especially under your toilet, under the seat right there. Nobody thinks to look there, but that's where it goes. So, stand. And I kind of kept putting it off because, like, it'll be the most humiliating thing I've ever put on the internet. And I've literally shown, or you've heard me literally purging. You've seen me binging. And this will be way worse. So I'm nervous, but I'm getting like sweaty thinking about it. Okay, let's move on. How do I miss it? It's splashing, Jana. Have you ever been bulimic? You've never splashed puke everywhere? Thanks, Illa. I appreciate that. It's not like I'm puking on the outside of the toilet. I'm puking in the toilets, and the puke splashes because when I purge, I have a lot of food in me, and so it goes really hard, really fast, and it splashes, and it gets on the wall, and then it gets on the rim of the top of the seat, and then I think it leaks down. That's what I think happens. I think it gets on the ring, and then it will, like, before you're done purging maybe, and you don't notice, it'll like sway down to the toilet bottom. I don't know. Yes, I've been bulimic for many years, haha, but you know it's coming, lol. Well, congratulations that you don't make a mess when you purge. I do, Jana. Okay, nobody's listening. Anyone? Please send me anyone. Lord, is there anyone? Please, I need someone. I'm trying to learn that song so I can sing it and butcher it. I did too, Jessica, except, I mean, I kind of did. So, like, I used to, when I had my OCD and I was bulimic and my OCD, I, I would scrub the bathroom top to bottom after and make sure. A lot of that was because I lived with my parents. We lived with my parents. Danny doesn't notice that kind of thing, but my mom would. My mom is a good, she's got definitely like an eagle eye for detail and stuff. And so I didn't want her to know that I was purging. And so I would clean, like, I would even get under the toilet and look and make sure that I got every single splash and disinfect it, because I had to disinfect it because I had to for my own OCD. What turned into a tip? Oh, sorry, my bad. Any tips for deeply damaged throat? You've been to the doctor? Thanks, Lauren. That's sweet, but oh, I know what you mean. I know what you mean, Dee Dee. Yeah. Um, let's see. You entered the talent show? Sorry, hold on, I'm looking for something. Oh, never mind. That's not what I thought it was. Okay, well, I entered the talent show at my college, but I'm scared. You know what? Something that I learned from Colleen Ballinger is if you challenge yourself and do something that you're afraid of, you will always end up proud of yourself. So for me, it is horrifying every time I have to get up on that stage, or that I get to, but at the time it sounds like the scariest thing in the world to get up on that stage and talk to a bunch of people and take my teeth out for them and share my deepest, darkest troubles with them. And but I always feel so, and I'm like so nervous. I'm shaking. There's blood boiling throughout my entire body, and it feels like what I imagine a shot of like heroin would be, where it's like really hot. Like I've heard it makes your whole body really hot for a minute and like burning, or like when they give you morphine in the hospital or something. That's what it feels like when I get nervous. And so I'm like shaking and I can't breathe and I can't. But then once you get into your groove, and when you're performing a talent, just pretend like you're performing for your family. And if that still makes you nervous, then pretend whatever your safe place is. So for me, my safe place is Danny, my mom, her house, and you guys are a big safe space for me and my family, but you guys are a big one. And so there have been a couple times where there was one time where I spoke actually, and I think it was at the high school a year ago, almost. Anyway, I pretended like they were all Shanny fannies in my mind. I pretended that all of them knew me already and that I didn't need to be nervous. It's just like talking to the Instafam or talking to the fannies on YouTube or whatever. So it helped a little, not a lot, but it did help a little. I don't know. But you can do it though, and you'll feel so, so good afterwards. No, I didn't eat gluten to make me bloated. I ate dairy to make me bloated. It happens. That's what I do. I'm really cool like that. um, Aw. Lauren, you're so sweet. Lauren has no talent. That's your name, and now you're gonna argue with me that I have talent? Anyway, she said, You're so amazing. I'm so happy the world has someone like you in it. I always love your videos, and you singing just takes my breath away. You are the sweetest human on earth. And I'm gonna see, do you have a channel? Sounds like a channel name, but maybe not. You do have a channel. Do you post? You have 62 subscribers. Do you post? Wait, are those posts from like 5 years ago? I'll still subscribe. Okay, anyway, what was I saying? What were we saying? Okay. Oh, by the way, again, I need to keep announcing this so that if you're in the Utah area or Southern Idaho or wherever that you would want to drive, my next conference will be April 24th in Brigham City, Utah, which is in northern Utah. And then we're also going to be speaking in Idaho in May. And we're going to do like a bunch of places, like lots of high schools and stuff. And Ketchy will be at this one, the one in April. And I don't know if she'll be at the May one. I think so, actually. Yeah, I think she will. Ketchy, can we just talk about Ketchy for a second? If you don't know who Ketchy is, I'll just show you. This girl is insane, like in a good way. Here, I'll just show you my profile because she's in my profile picture with me on Facebook. No. Okay, so this is. Okay, can you see her? Yeah. So this is Ketchy. This was last year at the high school one. She survived a plane crash. She was one of 2 people that survived a plane crash that killed all of her, what are those called, peers, students. They were on their way. It was like for a choir, I think, and they were on their way somewhere. And so there were like 40 or 50 people or something like, I don't know the details. Sorry if I'm getting that wrong, but they got in a horrific plane crash. And she was one of 2 people that survived. She was burned from head to toe. You can see her scars and everything. So beautiful. The most beautiful woman I've ever met in my life. Oh my gosh. And the other lady that survived, by the way, cannot leave her house. Like she's so, because, oh, I didn't tell you why. Okay, duh. So Ketchy was knocked out. Luckily, she went unconscious eventually, but the other survivor never went on unconscious. So not only did that other person get burned almost to death, but they watched 40 or 50 of their classmates be burned to death, and they never went unconscious. And so now they are in just, they hide. They never leave their house. They're just, it destroyed her. So Ketchy is always saying how grateful she is that she was knocked out. But anyway, she, I don't want to spoil too much, but there's something that she said that night when she was speaking. She told us a story and it hit me so hard. And I guess you can go watch her on my channel, but basically, I feel like I'm gonna cry talking about it again. Wow, she's incredible. So she was telling us how literally she was burned head to toe, guys, like head to toe. Not 1 inch of her was not burned. And she had to go through years of skin grafting and painful things and stuff. But anyway, she was in a coma for a long time after the crash. When she came out of her coma, her mom was in the room with her, and she asked her mom what happened, and she told her, and she didn't know. She knew she was in pain, and that was it. And then she was like, well, what do I look like? And her mom was like, we'll show you another time. She's like, no, I want to see a mirror. Give me a mirror. And she was like, no, it's okay. We're not gonna, no, it's okay. Just later. Let's get you some rest. And she's like, Mom, I want to see a mirror. Go get me a mirror. So she got her a mirror, brought it over, and she looks at the mirror, and she goes, oh. And by the way, she didn't have this much skin on her face at the time. She goes, oh, there I am. There's my eyes. There's my smile. There's my soul. There's my heart. I'm in there. That's me. And I just was like, this girl who was burned from head to toe, excruciating pain, excruciating it couldn't have been easy to see that. I'm not calling her ugly or anything, but it couldn't be easy to see herself completely different, completely changed, and to just be like, for her, and I'm over here complaining that I gained 10 pounds. Like, what the fuck? Like, what are we wasting our time doing in this life? Like, this girl is incredible. So anyway, she went on America's Got Talent twice. She came back for the All-Star one that was last fall, spring? I don't know. And everyone loves her. She's incredible. So if you want to come and see me, and for some reason, Ashley, who runs the conferences, it's her conference, even though it's her deal. I should show you pictures of them and give you a brief story of them too, the other people that will be there. But Ashley gave up her spot Ashley's amazing. I'll tell you her story in a minute, but she knows that when we go to a high school and do an assembly, we only have a certain amount of time. Our thing right now is that we're trying to do high schools because it's a nonprofit organization that we have. And so we tell the high schools, if we come do an assembly at your high school, can we use your auditorium later that evening for a conference? And so they let us. So what was I gonna say? Why was I telling you that? So at the assembly, Ashley has quite the story. That's why she started this whole thing. And she only wanted me and Ketchy to be the keynote speaker. In front of 1,100 students, she only wanted Ketchy and me. That's it, out of the panel of I think 8 or 10 people that were gonna speak. She wanted me and Ketchy, and I'm so grateful that she did that. I was so scared at first, and I was like, why are you doing this to me? No. And not only that, she put me after Ketchy. How am I supposed to follow that? You can go watch the video if you want, it's somewhere. But I just remember thinking, what is she thinking? She's crazy. Why is she giving me her spot? She should be the keynote speaker. This is her thing. This is her conference. She made this, blah, blah, blah. And about maybe 10 minutes into my speech, I remember thinking, this is why. Looking around the room and seeing all these teenagers just glued to me and just actually listening and actually hearing me. And then later at the conference later that evening, 2 of the counselors from the school that morning came up to me and said, right after the assembly, we had 2 people come into our office and say, I need to talk to a counselor because I have an eating disorder. And I was like, that's why Ashley wants me to speak and try warning all these kids. And yeah, so I've got some new things I'm going to speak about this time, which I'm really nervous about. I'm going to talk more about suicide this time. And I'm really nervous about that, but obviously I'll still talk about eating disorders. I'll still take out my teeth and stuff. But I'm also going to venture out and talk about some other things too, which is going to be new for me and really hard. So if you want to come, please come. But let me show you Ashley because she's incredible. Hold on. Okay, why can't I think today? Okay. So, where is she? March, it was March that we did. Where's just a picture of her? There she is. Okay, so this is, go follow A Reason to Stand, all one word. A Reason to Stand on Instagram, and you can find more details about things and posts. I'm on there quite a bit. So this is Ashley, and when I don't know how old she was, but she had just had her 5th baby, and she I don't want to ruin all the details of her story, so but she one night basically got in a fight with her husband and he left, and she was holding her baby, and all of her other kids were asleep, and she got a knock on the door, and it was two officers or whoever comes to tell you something. And they said, hey, we need to talk to you about something. First of all, your husband has been having an affair. And so that was like shocking already. And then they go, and also he was just shot and killed by his mistress's husband. So like in the same 10 seconds, she found out that he was having an affair with his paralegal and that the paralegal's husband murdered him and left home with 5 kids all by herself. So she obviously went through excruciating pain, mentally and physically, all the things. And maybe like 10 minutes. Yeah. Anyway, she isn't Ashley just incredible, babe? Ashley.
They all are.
Yeah, I'm trying to introduce the main ones. I know are going to be there. I forget who else is going to be there. But anyway, so she decided to start this conference where she finds other people that have been through traumas, and she invites them to come and speak and share how we got through it. And it's very inspiring, and she just has the brightest, most beautiful spirit in the world. Like, I could, like, 2 of my biggest fears happened to her in 10 seconds. Like, my husband cheating on me and him dying and losing him. Like, I cannot imagine. And then to be left behind with 5 small children. Like, I think her oldest was, I'm going to say 7 or 8. I don't know. Quote me on, I don't know. But yeah, she was on Dateline and Dr. Phil and all kinds of places. I'm sure you've seen her before, but yeah, she's amazing. So she kind of just, she feels it out who she wants to speak at each conference. Like, she's got a very strong connection to God, and so she just kind of listens and feels who she wants to speak and when, like what time slot even, and like little details, and she's always spot on. Like, it's always turns out the way that it's supposed to turn out, it, like in the most beautiful, helpful way possible, because she listens to that inner voice and is like, okay, I think Shanny needs to speak at the high school, and I think Ketchy needs to sing, and Ketchy also needs to speak at the conference, and then I definitely need to speak at the conference. I want Ashley to come and play, and I want the other Ashley to come and tell her story. Like, she's got or Alicia, I mean, both Alicias, and I don't know. Anyway, she's incredible. So I have nothing but respect and love for her, and I have complete faith in her. So even though I'm terrified to do it again because it's been a really long time this time, we usually do it in the spring and the fall, but this time we haven't done it for a year. So I'm getting very nervous, actually. So what was the question like 10 years ago? So anyway, so if you're in the Brigham City, Utah area, or you think that you can get yourself there, please come, because I just found out terrible news. Danny's not going to be able to be there. So pretty sure I'll cry or pass out or something. I think my mom is going to come. I haven't confirmed with her. She said she put it on her calendar, but that's it. So I need to call her and be like, are you for sure coming? Because I can't do this alone. So anyway, so if anyone wants to come. And then I'll let you know more about the one in Idaho later in May. I think it's like May 14th or something like that. So yeah, April 14th, Brigham City High School, Brigham City, Utah, whatever. Okay, moving on. Shanny, can you roll R's like in Spanish? I don't know. No, I don't think I can. I can't do the purring thing where people are like, see, I can't do it. But the, oh, give me something to say. Did I do it? Yes. Do you ever have trouble sleeping from pain? Yes. I would suggest any tips. Go to your doctor, figure out what would be best for you. there's so many different options for what is wrong with my brain tonight? For pain control. There's so many options. Some of them don't require drugs at all. Some of them do. But I think your doctor would be the best, obviously, person to say what would work for you because they know you and they know what you've been through and stuff. You have Ehlers-Danlos? Oh no. Yeah, I'm getting tested. I'm scared. Oh my gosh. Well, have they given you like pain pills and stuff? For me, it's like pain pills, hot showers, hot baths, heating pads, sometimes ice, just laying, like not moving, seriously. When it gets so bad that I can't sleep, that's usually when oh, yeah. No, I knew what you meant. Wait, what? A little for breakthrough. Then I do have nerve pain meds. Okay, and anti-inflammatories, and those don't help you? Can you like take them at night so it makes you sleep or something? I don't know. Try taking some melatonin. It's like a vitamin over the counter that makes you sleep. It's very safe to take. I'm pretty sure, actually, don't quote me on that, but I'm pretty sure you can take it with any medication. Yeah, I get you there, Kaylin. Taking narcotics unless you have to. Well, try all those other things I said, but go to your doctor and ask if there's anything else they suggest. Because I do know that there apparently, I just learned this very recently, there's like exercises you can do that help with pain, depending on what your pain is. One of the things, I was actually going to make a video soon about fibromyalgia and my experience with it, my pain with it, but then I didn't because I was very sick. That's what I was going to film last night, and then I didn't. And then by the way, I was going to film too. Don't freak out, because I took a poll on YouTube, and I was like, which video do you want to see? And the highest was OCD, and the second highest was fibromyalgia. I'm going to film both, so just stay tuned. Those are what's coming next week, is fibromyalgia and OCD, because I have some new thoughts that I want to share about those things. And just like talk about fibromyalgia, because I've never made a video specifically just for it, and so many people have it, and so many people misunderstand it, and so many people judge people for it. So I can't believe I've never made a video about it. So stay tuned for that. Can I do a British accent? Maybe, I don't know. Tell me something to say. Give me a sentence, and yeah. What's tick-borne disease? Lady Gaga has fiber? I didn't know that. Aw. Aw, Maria. Thank you. Shannon, you're so beautiful. You inspire me to continue to fight and beat my eating disorder, knowing there's hope. Thanks, girl. I'm proud of you. And yeah, girl, 60. How many days has it been for me, guys? Is it almost 70 now? Anybody? I cannot tell you the difference. Ask Danny, ask anybody in my life, which recently is only Danny and Paul and like strangers out and about. But man, like my health problems aside, I'm feeling so good. Like I can sing again, sort of. I can walk up the stairs easier without passing out. I haven't passed out for probably 3 or 4 days, which is a lot for me. That's big. Like, and these meds that they put me on, by the way, I forgot to say, are starting to work. I can feel it. They are starting to work. So I'm very happy about that. Like all the meds they put me on for the ulcers, I really think my ulcers are healing, if not almost all the way healed. So that's good. Sweater. Wait, what? I can't find someone that experiences what I have. You search on the internet. Maybe it's psychosomatic pain. Maybe the pain isn't actually real. It is. And there are people that are going to tell you differently. Do not listen to them. I'm sorry. That's just rude. You can't just say to somebody, you're not in pain. This is all in your head. Like, was it in my head at 5 years old to start feeling that pain? Like, how would I have even known to put that in my head? How would I even like thought of that at all? You know, like people are just, I get that some people, I get that it's a joke that some people use that because it's kind of like a buzzword for being a hypochondriac or whatever, but it's actually a real thing. And some people really suffer, and some people it really is that bad enough that it affects their lives. Like they can't do a lot of things. So I don't know. So I hate when people say that. So I believe it's real. If you think it's real, then it's real. If you think it's not real, if you think it's subliminal or whatever, then maybe it is. But for me, I know it's real and you know it's real because you're you. You're the only one in your body. Yeah. How have you been mentally lately? Hey, Dee Dee. I have been pretty good, actually. I've been working through a lot of really hard personal situations, and I feel like I'm starting to feel it's still hard, and I'm still like have negative feelings right now, like sadness, but I'm working on it, and I'm getting there. Like I'm starting to feel a little bit stronger mentally. Like I kind of just had to, I don't know. It's been the last couple months that since I stopped purging, actually, that I've also tried to start cutting things out in my life that are bringing me pain. So like physical pain, emotional pain, mental pain, whatever. Anything that I can do, I've been trying to do slowly. So like there have been like our money issues, and we were really struggling in January, and we were struggling with our marriage. So I made it a point to be extra cautious and save money, and be extra cautious or be extra attentive to my husband and work on our marriage. Like I made it a goal in my mind to actually to like fight it and to work through it, and I feel like I'm doing that, so that's good. I want some yogurt. Yogurt is the best when your stomach hurts. Yeah, psychosomatic pain is real, even if it's from your head and abuse. I believe that. Okay, good luck. No, you're good, Sophia. You're doing fine. Yeah, she does speak it well. Yeah. So anyway, there's that. Does anyone have any other questions? Let me scroll back. I got infections from the Asian longhorn tick. Holy crap, very rare. Discovered in 2017. Best wishes on your journey. What? An Asian longhorn tick? What is that? That sounds horrifically terrifying. What is that? Whoa. Like, did you almost die? Is this like a poisonous type of a thing, or holy smokes, girl, that's scary. But are you on the mend though? Are you getting better? It's a tick that carries Lyme disease. So do you have Lyme disease then? Isn't that what happened to Justin Bieber? It was from a tick. He got Lyme disease from it. You have stage 3 chronic Lyme disease? Do you? You have it yourself? Oh my gosh. What does that mean? What do you have to do? What are treatments? Is this like you die, or is it treatable? I don't know anything about it. Sorry, I'm super ignorant. And really, I worded that really inappropriately. Tiffany with her jokes. Why do ticks even exist? That ticks me off. I love Tiffany. It's the same illness that Justin Bieber has. Okay. What is it though? Can someone explain like what it is? Like, is it a blood disease? Is it what does it affect? What does it do to you? What is it? And then what are the side effects? The symptoms or whatever. I'm gonna get a yogurt while you type that. Hold on. If I can get up. My knee is locked. Ow. Oh, stood up too fast. Woo! Oops. Nobody's listening to me. Anyone, please send me anyone. I need someone.